Right, so our podcast has started. Welcome to RTbrothers podcasts. Uh, and I hope the mic sounds good because it's took a long time to set this up, right, Tom?
4 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
only. Yeah, but this video will be posted on both channels. My channel, RTbrothers Rico, and our new channel. You should definitely subscribe. Uh, RTbrothers Podcasts, official name. Pretty innovative. Donbas is very supportive of Česká republika, Czech Republic, with his hat, both of our jerseys. So maybe we should get started. Do you think Czech Republic's gonna? How far do you think we're gonna make the World Cup? Like in the World Cup?
I think we will, since we're in Group A, I think we will win first 3 games.
Our first,
Wait, I
first
kind of
game.
don't know how it works.
So okay, so we're our group A is South Africa, South Korea, and
Mexico.
Mexico. Yeah, and we're playing first game in Mexico. I think it's against South Korea
Okay.
in Mexico. Then we're playing in Atlanta, Georgia. Um, we're playing. No. Yeah, we're playing South Africa in Atlanta, and then we're playing Mexico in Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and okay, those are our first 3 games. I think I have this. So I can make sure. But yeah, these should be our first 3 games.
Well, I think that we can beat all of them. Maybe we might have some problems with Mexico.
But Mexico, a lot of people said Mexico, like Mexico could be like how do you say, a disappointment.
I mean, yeah,
They
but
were like I think it was, I don't know, they were in another competition. Like they disappointed with
yeah,
it.
I mean, that you never know with sports, obviously, but I don't know. I I think we'll beat South Korea and um, what's the other country? South Africa. I
Yeah.
think we'll beat both of those, like light work. But Mexico, I still think we'll beat them, obviously, as a Czech,
Yeah.
supportive of the country. But it might be a close game.
Yeah. Speaking of Czech, so we need to clarify you were born in
Czech Republic.
and like Hořovice or
Oh yeah, Hořovice, Czech Republic, near Beroun, 20
which
minutes
is
from Praha.
Prague. They kind of don't know what Beroun is.
Small, decently small city, about 20 minutes from Praha, 20 minutes from Chýně, which probably within the next 10 years is going to be Praha, if we're being honest.
Yeah. Yeah. Does Kenya know about this? Yeah. Well. So Hořovice. I'm. If you search my name up, I'm born in Prague, Czech Republic. So we can confirm that I'm from Prague, Czech Republic. Uh, yeah. I don't know. So what's your opinion on Israel?
Oh, okay, straight into politics.
Yeah. So we got to get into our main point.
Okay, well, the thing is, uh, obviously Israel, like one of the major reasons why Israel exists today is actually because of Czech, believe it or not. Back in after World War II ended,
This is
Israel Israel declared independence and they got attacked by every single country that they border. Plus like
remind me of
yeah, they got what's it called? Attacked by every single country
like invaded.
and
Like cool.
invaded. Yeah, that's the word. Yeah, and so they were fighting, and like obviously many people thought like, oh, Israel, small country, like they're cooked, but and many major countries like Germany, Poland, countries like that refused to give them supplies, but Czech,
Yeah, I'm not surprised Germany did supply that.
but Czech gave them supplies, even planes. They even gave them planes, which really helped Israel win the war and declare independence. So they beat all of those surrounding countries that attacked them, and now Israel is the way it is today.
Yeah.
But they did get attacked by Palestine on October 7th, 2023, but
Bro, prepare.
uh, the thing is they don't really know how to fight a war like a war, and instead they commit war crimes.
Just slightly.
So it's really hard to like make an opinion about them. I mean, it's a really like historic country, obviously, but at the same time, they are just like war crimes. Obviously, Benjamin Netanyahu being the leader he is, not really the smartest of decisions. And I think people are starting to realize that, like, obviously, Israel is like what they're doing
Well,
is not
a
good.
lot of people are on, especially in like media, TikTok and
Yeah,
stuff.
TikTok
They're
nowadays.
always like
Yeah,
free Palestine, but
yeah.
they actually know what they're saying.
Exactly, because Palestine's the one who attacked first, and they're the terrorists.
Yeah. So, yeah, well, that's our question answered there. Uh, so what years was when Czech helped Israel?
Uh, like
Around.
no,
Give me
like
like a decade.
1940, like 8,
So we helped
like after World
Israel
War II.
as soon as we got like
As
we were deep fried by Germany,
yeah,
and we still had enough supplies to help it.
yeah,
So we're just nice like
yeah.
that.
Shows loyalty.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, well, uh since we can talk about Prague as well, me showing you the skyscraper that Prague is gonna build later today, maybe I'll put it on the screen so they can see. Uh what do you think of that like skyscraper? It's a pretty interesting design, unique. It's gonna be in the, just to clarify, it's not gonna be in the center of Prague. If you know what Prague looks like, you can see the Prague skyline with Prague Castle and all of that. Um, it will be like in the back. There's already a bit like you can't count those as skyscrapers, but
Yeah,
they're like downtown St. Petersburg buildings.
yeah,
But those are our tallest buildings. But we don't want, skyscrapers would, Prague's actually like one of two capitals in the whole of Europe without skyscrapers.
mhm. Yeah. Well, the thing is, Prague is like an old city, so you want to keep it that way and not modernize
Yeah,
it.
just so viewers know, it's not because Česká republika, Czech, is poor.
No.
No, even Slovakia has
Yeah.
skyscrapers, bro. Like, it's not because we're poor. It's because it kind of like ruined the skyline.
Yeah.
But about the like new one, it's a pretty interesting design. So do you think it would like fit in, or would be like, yeah,
I mean, hot take. I think that the ship actually like it being like ruined probably looks better than it being like perfect modern.
mhm,
But I do think it's kind of interesting how like big it is. Obviously, it's huge,
yeah,
tall.
it'll be the tallest building, like built not counting like cellular towers and
Yeah,
stuff.
I don't know. I feel like they could make it look better, but at the same time, it's not in like Prague centrum.
Yeah,
So yeah, I mean,
like city center.
I don't really see a big problem with it.
Yeah, but what I personally see a big problem is with the American like English name.
Oh,
Yeah, like we're building a building in Czech Republic and we're gonna not name it in our own language.
yeah.
Like, what are we doing, bro? Uh, so yeah, it's like how's my grandma in Czech pronounce that name?
Or
Like,
like
yeah,
Staročeský lid.
exactly. Yeah. So skyscrapers in Czech. Speaking about Czech, what about the current government that got elected? I mean, I was gonna say recently, but it's not that recently anymore. It's like been like 4 months, five,
Mhm. Wait,
almost like half a year, almost
uh,
5 months.
like Petr Pavel.
No, like Babish.
Uh, well, a socialist.
Yeah,
So,
a populist, more left wing. We have
so
Andrej Babiš.
yeah,
So like
that's not good because socialism is like communism, but a little bit better, I guess. So overly
the
simplified.
better and communism in the same sentence. Yeah, well,
It's kind of overly simplified, but it is true. But I don't know. I think that he because he has a lot of power, like almost.
Prime Minister. We have to
Yes.
clarify.
Oh
Andrej
yeah, Andrej
Babiš
Babiš,
is
Prime
Prime
Minister.
Minister, newly elected in Czech Republic, and we do not know what like. Well, I mean, enough people liked him to vote him, but
Yeah,
we had a
insane.
Petr Fiala, which was smart professor, and Petr Pavel, the president. Probably getting confused because there's like 20 people named
Yeah.
Petr, but uh, Petr Pavel, president, and Petr Fiala, prime minister, worked very good together.
Mm,
They were like friends. Now, Petr Fiala was not voted, or Andrej Babiš got more votes, so he now became prime minister. And in Czech, it's the prime minister chooses the other coalitions parties
mm,
other than the opposing one, which was Petr Fiala.
yeah.
He choose like Okamura,
Yeah.
the other
Uh,
parties to help because he didn't have like the party Ano, the thing Ano, his like společnost, his thing is not his coalition is not wasn't big enough to like be in the Vlada in power alone. He didn't have enough people to form his coalition, so he had to get other people, like other coalitions to join him. Which the other coalitions he didn't have much to pick from because they were either far right, like Hitler supporters. Literally, a guy was isling, bro. I literally out of his car. This is not family friendly podcast, so we could literally like yeah. So guy was praising Adolf Hitler, a guy who wants to like cook Ukrainians, and he's racist. Um, and then the third option, oh, well, there was communist, but they got like 1% of votes. And then there's so Okamura, far or right wing, kind of far right, actually very far right. And then Motoriste, which is Philip Durek, and like Maxim,
yeah.
yeah, also far right and Heiling Hitler. and
Prestige.
and yeah, no one else. So two options. Actually, no, they were both in it. They're both because those were the only two options, and they had to be both in the Vlada, and the guy Heiling Hitler, but their Pavel, the president, has to like appoint them as well,
Yeah.
like approve. And he obviously did not approve of a guy Heiling in our Vlada, in our government. So that wouldn't be great.
Yeah. Well, things took a turn when people started hiling Hitler in Czech government.
What? What turn? Explain.
A turn.
You just wanted to get that out there.
Turn south. Because especially after everything that Hitler has done to Czech,
Oh, we just jumped from nowadays to 1940s.
people like having the audacity to heil Hitler
Yeah.
and be like a government official or like attempting to be. Anyways, you were saying something about Ukraine, like doesn't like Ukraine. So let's
Oh yeah. So Czech support, has
Yeah,
supported
yeah.
Israel. We support Ukraine
Yeah,
as well.
one
We're
of
the
the
number
most,
one.
yeah,
Number one.
supporter.
We had two like major the civilians people, two major like things that we fund all funded by people. Uh I think we funded a tank and then a helicopter, all donated to Ukraine. A military helicopter and a military tank. Tank. Funded to Ukraine by Czech people from their own wallets. And then obviously the like government is sending supplies.
Czech military.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but now the newly elected prime minister does not want Andrej Babiš does not want to help Ukraine. So and he's because he's going on the 90% of people who voted him were retired 65 plus, and those think like those Czechs are like, oh, Ukrainian immigrants, like they're getting all the money, like, and they're not working, they're like being lazy and just like taking advantage of Czechs freedom. So and like that's what they thought, so that's why they voted a person that's like, oh no, we won't give any money to the Ukrainians because they're lazy and stuff, and basically a populist only doing what people want. It's what people want. So
Yeah. Well, the thing with Ukraine is difficult because obviously they got invaded by Russia. So it's like, oh, everyone quick help. But then it's also like you don't want NATO to get involved and then like all these countries because that or three. But you also don't want to just like let Luke Ukraine fight it off itself.
well, Ukraine they know, and Zelensky knows
Yeah.
that without NATO's help, without anywhere's help, the war would be over, as Putin imagined,
Oh yeah.
in 3 days.
Yeah.
Putin said the war over in 3 days. You know, he actually sent soldiers on the first day, parade soldiers, like not actually like there was the front line, and then there were behind there were parade soldiers on the like first or second or third day. He sent them in, like as in they're already like the war's like over, because Russia,
Yeah.
second strongest country in the world by military rankings.
Mhm.
Then uh they were like, this is gonna be easy. But Ukraine, they were surprised that Ukraine fights back. Like, what a surprise!
Yeah.
You invade a country and it fights back. So
Well, yeah.
yeah, but no, but without help of NATO, they wouldn't. Uh, it would be over in the 3 days.
Yeah. Well, but then the thing is, like, also with the old people don't want immigrants. I can kind of see that, but then also like they're being too broad that like, oh, Ukrainian equals no work because not everyone is like that. So
Yeah,
I think that we should give some Ukrainians opportunities to get jobs. But obviously if it's not working, then
Czech
it's
has
hard.
accepted the most. Maybe it's alongside with Poland, the most Ukrainian immigrants out of any country.
Yeah,
But well, immigrants we don't have, well, luckily,
from
uh,
Africa.
Africans, Arabs, all that. What Merkel, for and the woman president that was in Germany, that accepted all these for Germany, France, Sweden, those and UK. They all have the problems of immigrants, of Arabs, and all the dirty streets. London, Paris, Stockholm, and Berlin. They have the more like from African countries that like there's literally protests that say "fuck you, Germany" in Germany
Yeah,
from immigrants. If you don't let, why are you in the country? If you say like, so it gives you food. The country that you immigrated to gives you food, free. This is all free. Free food, free medical attention, free clothing, free like so many things because you came from a country at war, and then you say fuck that country.
yeah. Well, also the thing that we've seen go down tremendously is safety, especially Sweden. It's now the most unsafe country in
Water
Europe.
found in ocean. Breaking
Yeah.
news.
Well, we're seeing all these Arabs, Arabe, like immigrate from their countries, and which we've seen that most of them are Islam. And so that's why we've seen Islam increase so much in countries like Sweden, France, UK, Germany, and like
Yeah, and Czech, Poland, Hungary,
they're all under
Slovakia.
0.1%
Yep,
Islam.
yep.
Which
So, and we were offered by Germany, by Merkel, the lady Merkel,
oh yeah, to
yeah,
accept,
to accept, and
but
uh,
we
yeah,
rejected.
along with those countries, we rejected. And look at the safety difference.
Yeah.
At Paris, it's like it's now, well, US. I'm like speak about US. Los Angeles, you cannot walk at night. Nowadays in Paris, you can't walk at night either.
Yeah.
Prague,
Oh yeah. Anyway, before we get to we both know,
yeah,
but yeah, in Sweden, like the safety has gone down, obviously, and Islam is going up, and rape is like going crazy.
yeah.
So
And
all
who do you
because
think
of
it is?
Islam.
Yeah, who do you think it is?
It's sad reality,
Yeah,
but
and that's not even like, you can't even be racist with that, because that's literally statistic.
yeah, it's yeah.
You can't you you don't want to hide it, like you can't hide it.
Yeah. Anyways, back to safety about Czech being safe. me and Rico actually did a very special adventure from China
So
all the way to Prague 1.
yeah, we gotta say so.
You want
We
to just
were
tell the whole story?
yeah. So, but we gotta start from the beginning. I was at because he has a house in Czech. So and we were both there at the same time. It was last summer, 2025. Um, and sleepover, and we were actually in a thing called a Vejtřeska. I actually have an edit on it that I'll show what that looks like for them. And we were sleeping in that because Tom, for some reason, has that. It's, it's a Czech military vehicle, but obviously we didn't use it for that. It was stationary in where we slept in the back, and we had like beds, and it was actually kind of cold. It was how much?
Oh,
6 degrees Celsius. So I don't know. You guys do that on your Google for Fahrenheit. If we have Europeans watch, I don't know, 3 viewers. No, but yeah. So uh, we slept in that, or we attempted, because that's the whole point. We couldn't fall asleep,
yeah,
so we uh or you said what you said, we
let's
should go on a walk,
yeah.
like
So
outside.
we walked to this nearest school to my house, which
Yeah,
was
in China. You have
yeah,
to in
yeah, oh yeah,
China.
in China.
Look, you can look at China. It's like small,
Yeah, small.
like
It's actually a city now, but
is it?
before it was just a village. But yeah, so it's literally like the school is
Yeah, well,
like
it's not
150
not
meters.
for we have to clarify.
Oh yeah,
Americans
for
think
Americans, they don't
city.
think it's like
Yeah, city is not what you think as in city like Chicago. No,
yeah,
Kenya is not
yeah,
Chicago. Kenya is about the size of smaller than Seminole.
yeah.
Way small. It's like Seminole City Center. So okay. Yeah.
And so we walked to the school 150 meters away from the Vejtřeska. And then
Just a small walk at night.
yeah, so
Was
and then we're just like, okay, maybe we should go back. But then it's like, wait, like I'm pretty sure I saw an airplane, so I got the idea. Like, wait, what if we walk to the airport right now?
yeah.
And
And
and then Rico was like, no, I don't think
I
that's a good
looked
idea.
I looked at the map. I looked at a map, not
Mhm.
a map on my phone. And mind you, we thought it was gonna be like a small walk, so
Yeah,
we just, because it was cold, it was like 7 degrees or less, probably
yeah,
maybe like 4. So we took our blanket, and we were in sandals because we were only gonna walk like 100 meters there and back, and then uh and our phones, and I looked at my phone on a map to see how far of a walk that would be to Prague Airport, Letiště Václava Havla. Airport, Václav Havel. So, and it was how much? It was like 2 hours.
the walk
Yeah, two. Just no,
3:30.
to the airport.
Oh, to the airport, yeah, 2 hours.
Yeah, so like 2 hours, maybe under. It was like
Yeah.
hour 50,
Hmm.
maybe two. I don't know. But it was some, which already was like absurd
Yeah.
when you looked at it, and I'm like
Mind you, it's midnight. It's
yeah, it is.
literally
It is
midnight.
12. It is past 12. So, and then yeah, and then I was like, like that's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
But so well, we slowly made our way to like the end of Kenya. We walked past school uh on the little road, and it was dark, but you have street lamps, right? So we were walking, and then you know I think did when did I get I think I had the idea of going to Prague
Yeah.
during that, as we exited Kenya.
Yeah.
I was like, I looked at the map, and I was like, oh, the airport's there.
Yeah.
Prague is there. But on the map, it looks a bit smaller. And I clicked, I pressed Prague Castle, and it was 3 hours and 40 minutes of a walk. And we set ourselves up for that challenge. And we were already like a kilometer away from the Bejtřeska, where we slept. So we weren't gonna get any more supplies than our blanket and our sandals and
Yeah.
phone. and yours was about to die.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and mind you, this was the day before we went to Horachib and, like, had an adventure with, my cousin being lost, so we had to go look for him.
Oh, yeah.
And so we've had, like, a long day. It's not like we just been chilling all day and we have all this energy. Like, we're
Yeah.
tired, but we just, like, wanted to go on a
Yeah.
little side.
We're tired, but it's like that y well, we weren't tired when we couldn't go to sleep, but we became pretty tired after
Yeah.
midway through the walk. Well, and it's pretty, like, even though Czech is safe, like, I would not do this in US.
No. Oh,
Absolutely
not a
not.
chance.
No. But in Czech, uh, you can feel safe walking even at night in your, like, street lamps, but you still get, like, in any country, in anywhere where it's dark and there's, when we had to walk, like, away from the road because we're not getting on the highway.
Yeah.
So when we're walking, we would walk through, like, mm, like, park roads, but those park roads don't have any lamps, so it's pitch black. We were using our phone camera or our phone flashlight to light the way, and no matter what country you are, the darkness is, pretty, and in a forest as well, so
Oh,
you
yeah.
can not, like, barely see anything, so not the best feeling, but when we it was chill when we were, like, on road with street lamps
Yeah.
because there were still, like, bitter cars even though it's midnight. Yeah, well, I don't know, we were, like, an hour 30 minutes in, hour 40, and we were walking past a lake, and it was chill. It was still cold. We were both, like, pretty cold, but we, like, rested on a bench near the lake, and it was by, another village, or town. It was, I think it was past Hostivice.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so, um, yeah, and what did we do? Oh, yeah, you needed to take a bathroom break.
Oh, and
Oh,
then
let's talk about
the
that. Yeah, so our blankets, right? Was it windy? Or
yeah,
what?
yeah.
Yeah, so it was, like, a bit windy at the time we stopped. So, mind you wanna explain what happened next? You
Well,
you were kinda pissing in the
basically,
lake.
I remember we were at it was near Zličín, actually,
Yeah?
and we were about to go under this, like, there's a road, and then there's a walkway under, and so it's like a bridge. So we were about to go
No,
under.
that was before the
Really?
lake, yeah, when you pissed on it.
No, no, that was the tunnel.
Really?
Yeah, so we
Okay.
were about to go in the tunnel, and I'm like, "Wait, I need to pee real quick." So I just, like, go in the grass, and like, wind gusts, like, happen here and there. So I was just peeing, doing my thing, and then blanket, mind you, I still have this blanket, like,
Yeah,
on
it's
me.
over us.
It's
Like,
like
we have a T-shirt and shorts
yeah.
in 6-degree weather.
So I have this blanket over me, and uh, I just like look up because like I hear like a car, so I just like look up like oh whatever, and look back down. Next thing I know, my blanket is wet. So and
It
a
was like
good thing
10
I a good thing I stopped in time because
it was like 10% of the blanket
yeah.
as well, so,
So
like, good
but
portion.
that's not even the worst part. So I pee on the blanket, whatever. It's like funny for a few minutes. Then it's like whatever. Then we go to a lake, and I'm like, oh, maybe I should dip it in the lake. So
Yeah,
smell
that's where the lake. Oh.
so I dipped the blanket in the lake, and it accidentally, like, a quarter of it fell. So now I'm dealing with a quarter of a blanket
And
that's
it's
soaking
so
wet.
wait, how many I said, like, 40 different, let's say, like, it was, like, 4
Yeah,
4 or 5 degrees.
5 degrees.
So,
So the water
wet blanket
and
in
the
5
water was
degrees,
freezing.
and yeah, you can imagine in 5-degree weather, it wasn't even it was, like, fall.
Yeah,
So, but, it gets pretty cold. So and it was midnight, so it's extra cold.
yeah,
So, and, um yeah, so freezing water, dipped blanket in water, and that was our only way of staying warm. So he kept asking for it to borrow my blanket, and I'm like, hell no, not getting this. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Well, so then we walked past I think it's called like an underpass or something.
yeah,
Yeah, under like the the road, and that was already we could see the airport as soon as we passed the to the other end, we could see the airport in the distance. That was like our first step of the
Mm,
goal to Prague.
yeah.
So we, like got to we saw the airport and we were walking past the road and then or was it at the airport that I decided to go to Prague? Because
No, I honestly think it was still in, like, Kenya, like
but I think no, I think I suggested it in Kenya,
yeah,
but then
but
we finally committed
yeah,
by the airport
yeah,
because we're
yeah,
like, oh,
definitely.
we already walked
Yeah, this
this,
far,
yeah.
so might as
So
well.
like but so then that was the big part, two and a
Yeah.
half, 2 hours 40 minutes because we walked hour 30 and then another 2 hours
Yeah.
40. Yeah, so that was like the big, or maybe was it 3 hours from the airport a walk?
Nah,
No,
no, I think it was 3 or 3 hours, 40 minutes from my
it
house.
was probably past 4 hours with our
Yeah,
stop.
yeah, cause
Yeah,
yeah.
but
Obviously, you're not gonna walk 4 hours straight and no stop.
yeah. Well, 5-degree weather with a blanket and sandals. Uh, yeah. So well, the forest. Me personally, I do not like walking in a dark forest with no lamps. With only our
I can say
phone
the same.
flashlight. Yeah. So yeah, but not like we passed like one lady, and it was in Kenya,
Yeah.
and that was so once we were like committed past the airport, it was like 1:40, almost 2 a.m. So then you're pretty much not seeing anyone. So it's like empty streets.
Alright, keep in mind, this whole time, my parents are asleep.
Oh yeah, by the
Just
way, parents do not know
parents
about this.
don't know.
Absolutely not. Yeah, so then we keep going, and does anything happen past?
Ferrari dealer.
Oh yeah, but that was still in
That was in the Chepe.
yeah, that was in Ma Malirepe.
Yeah.
But that was in Hostivice as well.
No, no, no.
No, it was in Hostivice. Like Malirepe,
The
like
deal?
Hostivice is Malirepe is
Oh,
behind
yeah.
Hostivice. Yeah. Oh yeah, we also saw where else you'd expect a Ferrari dealer in like Prague if there were to be Czech, not in Hostivice. Imagine a Ferrari dealership in Seminole. Like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
them to imagine.
that took, like, 20 minutes because we stopped, took
Oh yeah,
pictures, and
there
was so
there
many
were
Ferrari.
lined up Ferrari. There was how many? Like 50 Ferraris.
Oh, yeah.
Like it was insane. I've
And the
never.
lights were on in the dealer and
Yeah,
everything,
lights were
so
on
we
in
were,
the
like,
deal.
just
So
looking from the glass,
no
taking
people,
pictures.
but like lights were on a display, like the
Yeah,
display cars. There were display cars
so yeah.
inside, show cars, and then behind it was like a fenced off, lightly. It was like this
Oh,
this
yeah.
tall of a fence. So you could clearly see like 50 Ferraris lined up just next to each other. Like there's no way business is that good for Ferraris. Who buys Ferrari? No way that many people buy Ferrari.
Bro,
Oh
I
well,
checked.
right in whole series.
But, yeah, so that took 25 minutes of our
Yeah,
time just looking at all the Ferraris.
yeah, a lot of pics of the Ferraris.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you see, in America it would be way more fenced off.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, see, and in America, I bet dealerships are way more broken into than in Czech.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Even though they're more restricted, it doesn't help. It makes people want to like break in more if it's fenced off. If it's like this, like it almost feels too easy. I mean, I don't know how that works, but it does because less. Yeah, just be safe. Don't have
Yeah,
immigrants. Yeah, just be safe. Brutal, brutal.
I got that reference.
Yeah. Well,
Anyways,
so but after the airport, then does anything we oh yeah, we see, so in Czech the like cities and towns and villages, every single thing that has a name like a village, town, city has a sign. And you see, I love this. I don't know why it's not in other country in it's definitely not in US, but in Poland they have you when you enter or exit, they have it the most similar to us. They have the name, let's say it's Chine, the name of the village, Chyně, and when you exit, they also have the name. But in
Crossed
Czech,
out.
you have Chyně written on a nice sign when you're entering.
Yeah.
And when you're exiting, it's a Chyně but
Crossed
crossed
out,
out,
yeah.
so you know you're exiting.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, so
I
that's
really like that.
yeah. So you know where you're exactly where you are, exactly when you're exiting, exactly when you're entering. So we took so when we kept walking, we took a picture of Prague.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was Prague, signed Prague, and yeah, it was sign of Prague, like you're entering Prague.
Yeah.
But it's so simple because you don't need to write you're entering Prague. All you
Yeah.
need to do is just write Prague, and then when you're exiting on the other side, you have Prague crossed out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So took a picture of that.
And then I remember we entered, like, this, like, we went through, like, a little dark place, and then it was, like, this it was almost like a shopping center, I wanna say, and after that, it was
Oh, the empty parking lot.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. This is bringing back memory.
and after that, it was just like it was like, "Okay, we're almost there."
Yeah.
Like,
No, but
G
that empty parking lot, or like the empty
it's like a
like
regale or something.
yeah, like it was like it looked like apocalypse, like
Yeah,
post like because no one's
I
there
know,
and it's
yeah,
3 a.m.
and so after that, it's like, okay, GPS says 45 minutes, but little did we know that was not true, and then you just start walking down, like, that road that, like,
Yeah.
leads to I
Yeah.
don't know what it's called.
Prague Castle.
Yeah. No, the road, but the road that does lead to Prague
Yeah.
Castle, and
Well,
then
it became more and more familiar of
yeah, yeah.
Prague and
Oh,
more city center, and you feel more like comfortable because
yeah,
it becomes like
and there's lights everywhere. It was, like, good,
yeah.
but it's just every building looks the exact same, so it's like, "Oh, have we made progress?" And you look back, you look in front of you, and it's just the same building, so you just have to keep going.
Yeah.
And no,
But once you're in like near the center, then you recognize the
yeah,
buildings because then they become. But the same buildings, the ones that are all the same, are the living
yeah,
apartments. They're like communist blocks,
yeah,
post-communist. Yeah. Well, yeah, and then we came to Prague Castle. We saw the gate, and then we actually didn't spend much time. We only took a bit of photos, and then we
yeah,
went down. It's called Neroduvka. Maybe I'll show it on a map. We went down that, and we went, and once we were going down, I said, "Oh yeah, the nearest metro, because I know Prague like that." So nearest metro is Malostranska, which is the name of the metro station, Malostranska, and it's about a 10, no, 15-minute walk,
yeah,
10 minute, and yeah, it was getting cold. It was like 4 degrees at
yeah.
this point.
Like
So
4:30 in the morning, by
yeah,
the way.
four.
So late.
Yeah, and the no, maybe it was like, wait, when
The
does the
metro,
metro
it
open?
opened at 5:45, I think.
Right?
Yeah,
I think it was at 4 now.
or 4:45? I know it was, like, something 45, but
Open. Um,
because yeah,
it is 5 a.m.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so then it might have been as
Oh,
well.
wait, I know. The doors to, like, metro station open at 4:45, but the first metro goes at 5. I'm pretty sure it's something like that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So um yeah, so we go to that, and I didn't know how early they open the metro or if it runs 24/7. I was like, it probably does not run 24/7. But I never had to look up how early does it go, because when have you been in Prague Metro at 3, 4? So we we got to the metro station. It was doors were locked,
Yeah.
and we were like, oh, so it's closed. So they don't run 24/7. So we looked at your phone's dead by now.
No, it was at, like, 5%.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Well.
then we had, like, this mobile, like, charger thingy that you put on the back of your phone. That
Oh
thing
yeah.
was dead too.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, but my phone was still working, so I got to look at when, or did I have my?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, I did. Okay. So we uh so I looked at that, and it said 5 a.m. So we went to the nearest bench, literally 10 meters away from this,
Like,
right in front.
legs are gone by the time.
Yeah. Still no people. Like you see, like one person the whole time, two, like because well, obviously no one's going at
Yeah.
3 a.m. And it was 4 degrees. It was slowly getting colder. Like in moderate weather though, like conditions.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, keep that in mind. It'll get worse. S- yeah. So we sat on the bench, and Tom and was by the way we were like super tired because the sleep that when we couldn't fall asleep
Oh,
that
yeah.
caught up to us. So that then we sat on the bench and I was on like n- you went to sleep and you put me on duty as like not going to sleep
Yeah.
because we were too tired. And so we sat like next to you. We were crammed on a bench like
Yeah.
homeless people,
Literally.
covered in
Blankets.
blankets
Yeah.
with sandals. Yeah, so we laid on that, and bench has never felt so comfortable. Yeah, so I slightly might have dozed off too. But this actually kind of saved us because if we would have slept till like 6
Yeah.
probably, and parents would be up by then. By the way, now our only goal was to make it back in time so parents don't wake up
Yeah.
like in under
Yeah.
6 because I was remember asking when do your parents wake up?
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, my dad wakes up at 3. So we were like, oh, we're like fried, deep fried. And so we had to make it back as quick as possible. So closed metro station did not help us. So we slept there, and then a guy after I don't know, we slept for like 30-40 minutes. So and it was kind of literally just enough time. The guy like there was a guy walking past, and he was like,
He was like, "Are you guys okay?"
yeah,
I remember he's like, "Steph Bahagia."
yeah,
I
that's
remember him saying that.
yeah, and he shook me, and he didn't see you because you were
Yeah, I was
under
like
like
under the
yeah.
blanket, like
So I
fully.
he was like this, and I'm like, yo, Smoke, like, yeah, we are. Or like we're good. Or yeah, I wasn't like that. I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
yeah, we're good, we're good. And then I'm like, oh, yo, mama, like I got another one here, and you popped out. I was like waking you up,
Yeah.
and he was like, oh. So, and I said, like we like dozed off a bit, and he was like, yeah. So, do you see like if you were in a city here,
Oh,
I don't think
instant
someone would.
kidnap.
I don't think someone would just slightly tap you and ask if you're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So he woke us up just in time, and we went to the station. It was open, and we waited for 12 minutes because the interval of the metros
Oh, yeah.
during normal day, it's like every 2 minutes one comes, but at 4 or 5 a.m. by now, because it's open. Or actually, no, I'm pretty sure it was at 4:30. I think this said a rough estimate 5 a.m. to 12 midnight,
Mm.
but I think it was at 4:30.
Yeah, well, we forgot to add in that my phone's at 5%, and both prior to, like, this whole, like, Metro plan of getting back, we searched up, and it's like, "Oh, Metro is free for students," but little did we know it means Czech students,
What?
so
Oh yeah,
my phone's at, like, 3, 4, whatever
yeah.
percent,
So well,
very low.
in Czech, it's called when you go on a metro or a bus. You can't really get away with it on a bus because you
Yeah.
pay first on the bus, but on the
Oh,
metro,
provizor.
yeah. So what you do, you see, Americans are not familiar with this,
Yeah,
and you could do it on trains as well, but not nowadays because they also check it. It's like almost
yeah,
like a plane, but on the metro you could definitely, and on a tramway,
yeah,
on tram, it's called jezdení na černo.
yeah.
Literally means uh like riding without a ticket. So how much money did you have? $2.
I literally had, like, $1.73 or something,
Yeah,
so
so we had like 20 koruna,
yeah.
25.
And
Yeah,
we
which
had,
is
like, just enough to buy the tickets,
or
and
no, it was 40 koruna because 20
yeah.
koruna, or no, it was 20 koruna because 10 koruna for one thing. And I remember being surprised. It was 10 koruna. I know it for sure.
Okay, okay.
I think.
I
No,
have
I
a
know.
I have a picture of the tickets
No,
here, but
he had like $1 after
yeah.
Yeah, he had like $1 something cents
on Apple Pay.
in translate. Yeah. So that would be the 20 koruna
Yeah.
and the Czech money, by the way. And the ticket cost 10 koruna. So it was literally just enough for both of us to get a ticket for the bus though. We need to get that's later.
Oh, yeah, we'll get to
Because like I was saying, yes, Cherno, riding without a ticket. We did that for the metro. And there's a guy called a provizor. So it's the guy that checks if you have a ticket. It's literally like Americans would know the what's it called? The Christmas movie.
Home
The
Alone.
train. No, the train.
Oh, Polar Express.
Polar Express. Yeah. So the guy that that clicks your ticket. Yeah, literally that.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what a
yeah,
revisor is. But he doesn't like physically click your
yeah.
ticket. He just checks if you have it
But the
and
thing
checks the
is,
time on it. But
he's very unlikely, especially
yeah,
at
it's
4, 5 in the morning.
exactly. So you know what you do if you're going not Cherno, if you're going without a ticket, it's you don't see him at like he's not on every trip like
Yeah,
Bond camera.
yeah,
He's there at a random chance, random opportunity, random part of the time of the day. You could be 2 years in Prague and never see him,
yeah,
and you could be 1 day in Prague and see him.
yeah.
He just comes
It's
randomly,
random.
so you just gotta pray if you're going. This is why
Yeah,
you pay for it.
yeah,
But we didn't have that kind of money, so with $1, we're not getting 2 tickets on the metro. So we took most of the ride to the metro, but this is Prague Metro, so it only goes in Prague. Not then Hine, where
yeah,
we walked from, was outside of Prague.
yeah.
So we took the metro to to the edge of Prague, because that's the max limit, to
To
the closest
Zličín.
to Zličín, yeah, to the closest like town in or closest station to Hine at the edge of Prague. So we still had to either walk which was another 2 hours,
Yeah,
walking 2.5. And but this saved us like it saved us hour 40 minutes of walking. It was how many? It was like 10, 15-minute ride. Yeah. So we'll obviously saved a lot of time. 10 minutes, I think 10
yeah.
minutes.
Like
Yeah.
we were not walking. Like our legs were
Yeah.
dead.
Oh yeah. We were happy to sit on the subway. That was like we were sitting there like happy we got to sit down and we were it was dark, no one else on the channel. It was literally like
Yeah,
it was crazy feeling. uh so yeah, so we exit the station, and it's underground up. We go up, and we look at we know we can't walk because that's going to be past 6 a.m. His parents are already going to be waking
yeah,
up, and we have 20 koruna. We look at that it's 10 koruna for like look it up. So we pray that it's actually 10 koruna to like for one ticket, and we go to the nearest bus stop because there's buses that take you. And it was 3 degrees now. It kept getting
yeah,
colder,
yeah,
and wind was actually, I think it was like decent now. So
yeah.
it was like it
At
wasn't
Zličín,
wind
yeah,
gust. It
starting
was
to
it was
get bad.
starting to
Yeah,
so 3 degrees with wind is like zero.
yeah,
So you feel way colder, and all we have up is a blanket and sandals. Um, so we walk like 20 minutes to the bus stop. 20 minutes. It's I think it could because it's summer, and in summer in Czech the sun rises earlier.
yeah,
It starts rising at 5. So the sun it's already getting a bit like less dark, and at the buses there's more people now. People are starting, it's like your um very early morning bus. And we got of course the station we bought our ticket for 10 koruna, literally $0 in your
yeah,
bank account now. Just enough for two of our tickets, and we get there. It was like a almost looked like a parking lot, but for buses.
oh yeah, yeah,
And there was one, two, three, four, all the way to six, like stations, and we had like station 6, and it tells you bus number 438, whatever. And of course, our station 6, where we were looking for it,
Yeah.
it was literally the only one that was like somewhere else.
Yeah. Oh, it took us so long
Yeah,
to find
we
it,
were
like, a
asking like
good
every
20 minutes to
exactly,
find it.
and we were scared that our bus has been there for like and it's gonna be gone.
Yeah.
But we waited for like another 5 minutes for the
Yeah.
bus once we found it, and it started raining. It was drizzling,
Oh, yeah.
or it wasn't raining like fully hard, but it started drizzling in 3-degree weather. So it's not snow, but it's 3 degrees from being snow. So or four technically minus one, whatever.
Yeah.
So super cold, and now you're getting wet. So now you're fried. So we waited. Of course, bus feels like it's taking 10 hours when it starts raining, and we're under this little bus stop, literally smaller like roof than that Polichka right there. So yes, that's our maximum cover, and then we're happy to get on the bus because and I think they had heating on as well
Yeah,
because it
yeah.
was cold. So I remember that like vividly. So that was good. We sat in the back of the bus.
Yeah. Oh,
We were also the only one.
yeah.
Yeah, of course, only one on station 6, which was the most impossible one to find.
And I remember the bus driver was Indian.
Oh
I
yeah, no,
remember.
no, he wasn't Indian. He was from Morava.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
The potatoes.
Bro, there's no Indians in Czech.
Yeah.
He was from Morava. He said like tak to or how did he said like "Gdzie máte ty tikety?" Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
like he sounded like Streda Jirka. Yeah, so he was from Morava, which means it's a different part of Czech, and they have a bit of a different accent for you guys that to know. And so it kind of sounds funny to us, but whatever. So we were sitting at the back of the bus, and but this bus didn't take us all the way to China. It took us to the edge of the other city. We had to přestoupit. We had
Yeah.
to get on another bus. He would take us to a station, and that's not his like course anymore. So we would have to wait for another bus to take us close to the start of China. So we walk back. So we have like a 10-minute walk after the second bus.
Yeah.
But of course, get dropped off. We don't want to go out because it's raining outside, but we have to. And of course, this station has zero
Oh, it
cover.
was, like, under construction,
Yep,
I remember.
yep. And plus, buildings in Czech, especially in that area,
Oh,
are built without those,
yeah, like,
like the
those roof things
side
that go out the
that
side,
go
yeah.
out the side. It's a straight
Yeah,
square, because these aren't like people's houses. These are like grocery stores and
yeah,
stuff. So of course, in like in what we can see, we see one like far in the distance, but we don't know how. It says like bus in 2 minutes, so we don't
yeah.
want to leave the thing. So we have to sit there in the rain under like this bit of a cover, and obviously it's windy, so no cover helped us because it was
Oh, yeah,
blowing
went straight
literally.
through us,
Yeah,
soaking
so
wet.
soaking wet, and it's swear it's getting colder. I swear it's like 2 degrees by
Yeah.
now, and we're literally shivering. We're freezing, and the bus it took 10 minutes.
Oh, I remember, it was, like, 2 minutes for, like, a good.
Yeah, it said 2 minutes for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So literally, bus driver was like jorking it. So yeah, so he finally came, and the bus ticket we bought was still counted for the.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was what you do in Czech and in a lot of countries. You buy like the ticket, and it's for a certain amount of time. It's like within the next 4 hours or hour. I don't know, but it's still counted for us to you know. So yeah, so that one we were back happy, and he was like, "Oh, you guys are soaking, like you guys good." And we were like, I don't think we even answered him. We were just like
Yeah.
happy to get in the heated bus, and that one took us back. And once we made it to Hine, it wasn't raining.
Yeah, and then that was, like, the worst part, the legs are dead,
Yeah,
so tired, so.
last 10-minute walk. He dropped us by that Vietnamese,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, Vietnamska, like
market.
Vietnam too.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a market.
we
So
had
and
to
then
walk.
Yeah, so we walked like the 10 minutes back to the Waitrzeska.
and then got like an hour of sleep before my dad came.
Yeah, so hour of sleep, running on an hour of sleep.
And then the worst part was then like that day, like I know Rico had to go like do tanks, and I had to go all the way to uh Ovchare,
Yeah,
which is a city. I don't know
like
what it's
different
name.
part of
Yeah, different
Czechia,
part of like
like
an
opposite side.
hour or two away to like go do something, like help with something.
Yeah.
The whole day I was so tired.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, well, great experience.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely one I'll remember.
won't forget that one. But it was fun. Uh, yeah, and parents never find if we told them like later. He told us
Yeah,
first
I
because
told my
mine
parents, like,
would kill me. So I told my dad like 10 days later, but my mom, I was like, I'm not telling her till I'm 18, bro. She's not like she would kill me. But she figured out like last month,
yeah,
this month. So and she was like, you know, but yeah, yeah. So great experience, but yeah. So that led to feeling safe in Prague.
yeah,
Yeah,
of our whole safety thing in Europe.
yeah. Well, so yeah, Prague is one of the cities you could do that in and feel safe. And I feel like Prague or cities in Czech, like Brno, I feel like I'd only do it there.
Yeah,
Like not even Slovakia. I think Bratislava is more
yeah,
not safe than Czech. Maybe in Poland, maybe in Warsaw, maybe in
yeah,
Warsaw. But I would have to know it to, Prague, I feels, I know closer and also I know how safe it is.
exactly.
So yeah. Uh Anything else we have to talk about?
I think that'll do it for first episode
Yeah.
of RT Brothers
Okay.
podcast.
So if you guys enjoyed RTbrothers podcast, we'll be back maybe tomorrow.
Possibly.
Yeah. So yeah. Maybe we'll see. We also play Kosovo football.
Yeah.
So I think we play someone tomorrow. So maybe we'll talk about that. Yeah, he's staying here. So yeah. See you next episode. Watch Your Brothers podcast. Okay, so that was pretty good.
Oh my gosh, bro, my ears are like.
I know. I
totally-
guess.
No way I wore this thing.
Yo, I forgot to record.